What's up, guys? This is going to be a video response for jspartan98. Has a really cool contest, um, and you guys should check him out. He's a great YouTuber, and he's a huge college football fan, which I really love. College football is like my favorite thing, and so definitely had to hop in on this. And what he wants in your video response is your high and your low of sports. You know, we're all sports fans, and we've been through. If you're like a true sports fan, you've been like super stoked, and you've like wanted to just go to bed and forget everything. Um, and I've totally been there. So I'm gonna do my high and then my low. So um, the high has to be 2009, 2009 Oregon football. Okay, so in 2009, it came down to the Civil War, Oregon State, and the winner of the game would go to the Rose Bowl. So a huge rivalry game, the end of the season, and it's Oregon State for the Rose Bowl, and it's just like the hype leading up to the game was so huge. Obviously, both teams were ranked fairly high, and it was a rivalry game, and we got to play them at home. So of course I was at the game, wouldn't miss it for anything, and it ended up being like a battle. Like no team like ran away with this game, and it came down to um, like the highest of highs, that like the play that I think about when I think about just like just a crazy moment has to be at the end of the game. There's 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in the game, and Oregon has the football, and they're driving, and they're just inside of Oregon State's territory. They're on like the what? Let's see, the 33. They're like on the 33-yard line going in, and it's 4th and 3. And the score is 37-33, so it's a 4-point ball game with like 3.5 minutes left. So, I mean, there, I mean, it's crucial to get this first down on 4th and 3. It's just crazy to go for it, but Chip Kelly calls the play, and they decide to go for it, and Jeremiah Masoli runs around the right side of the line and just trucks Oregon State defender just before the first down marker, and then he spins off of him and gets the first down. And at that moment, oh my gosh, you guys, I was so this is I've probably told some of you guys this before, just because it's a funny story. So I have like I'm standing by my wife. My wife is on my right hand. No, my wife was on my left hand side. My buddy Carl was on the other side of me, and then beside him was his wife. So our wives are on the ends, and then it's Carl and I in the middle. And at that moment, I'm not even kidding you, Carl and I, instead of turning to our wives to hug our wives, we turned to hug each other. And Carl and I are just jumping up and down. And it was just like pure pandemonium. It was like one of those moments like only he could like truly understand what I was going through at that moment. So like our wives are just on the end, and it's just like my buddy and I jumping up and down hugging each other. So anyway, the Ducks ended up going on to win, um, and they ended up running out the clock, and so they went to the Rose Bowl, which was they had like a 15-year drought. Like the last time that they went to the Rose Bowl was in 1995, and they lost. And the other reason why it was such a big deal was because Oregon was going to play Ohio State, and it was a big deal because I ended up getting tickets for my dad and I to go together. My dad's Oregon alumni also, and um, he actually went to the Rose Bowl with his dad in 1958. Oregon played Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. And I never knew my grandfather because he passed away when my dad was like 18 in a boating accident. Um, so anyway, it was really special for me and my dad because my dad, he went with his dad to the Rose Bowl to see Oregon and Ohio State, and then he got to take his son. I got to go with my dad, and so it was really cool. Even though the Ducks ended up losing to Ohio State, um, it was just one of the coolest moments as a sports fan. Just one of my favorite memories was that Civil War leading up to this Rose Bowl. So that would be the high. That would be the high, my sports high. My sports low came the following year. Um, Oregon ended up doing awesome the next year and making it all the way to the national title game. And you're thinking, like, wait a second, like, your lowest of low is the Ducks playing in the national title game. I mean, yeah, I mean, it could get way worse, I guess. But um, it's the worst for me because um, it was the Fiesta Bowl in Arizona. I mean, tickets to a national title game are super expensive. And it was Oregon and Auburn, Cam Newton's last game in his college career and whatever. So, like, it was just like a huge matchup, Oregon and Auburn. And so tickets were crazy. I ended up selling like 2 Michael Jordan autographs. I'm not even kidding. And just to like go on this trip to this game. And I mean, you guys can, well, first of all, going back to the Oregon State game, I'm going to put links below to like, I'll put a link to that Jeremiah Masoli Civil War. And then I'll also put a link to this national title game. But anyway, if you watch this national title game, it was super close. It was back and forth. It came down to the final seconds. And anyway, just the devastating moment of Oregon goes and they tackle Auburn's running back, but he goes to the ground, but he doesn't go all the way down to the ground, and then he just kind of like stops because he thought he was down, but then people told him to keep going because he wasn't down. So everyone just kind of stops, and then he starts running again in this confusion, and it was just like, and then it took him all the way into like field goal range instantly in the final like minute of the game, and so that's how they ended up winning, and it just hurt so bad to like have like such a hard fought game end up like being lost on such like a fluke play. And I'm not saying that it wasn't like I'm not saying that he was down or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that like it sucks to like have the game decided on a play that's like was he down? I don't know. It was just it was really it was a tough loss. But anyway, it was still um, a national title game, which is huge for the school. And anyway, here's my program from the game, signed by LaMichael. There's my game ticket. So anyway, that has to be my low. To like, I mean, the Ducks had even come back and even scored a 2-point conversion, and to tie it up, and then to have like a fluke play. I don't know, really kind of sucked. I mean, we literally after the game, instead of like celebrating, which we were planning on doing, we just like went to our hotel room and just went to sleep. Like we barely even talked, and it was just like we ended up driving down there to the game, and like the drive home was just somber. Everyone just wanted to get home and forget about it. But anyway, so those are the moments, the highs and lows, and they both have to do with Oregon football. I guess another low moment is when Bo Jackson got that injury against the Bengals. Um, I mean that's devastating right there. But like as a kid, I mean that really it really sucked. But like I thought he was gonna come back. I thought he was like gonna be okay in like a couple weeks or a month or something, you know. I didn't know it was gonna like so drastically affect his career at the moment. But like at the national title game, it was like a moment of misery, and there was like there was no chance of it changing. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's my worst. Anyway, that's it. Oh, and the other thing, it was against Auburn, so Bo Jackson was there, and he was like the honorary captain for for Auburn, and so it was like I was going for Oregon. Bo Jackson, the guy I love, is going for Auburn. So it was like made it another bad moment. Anyway, there's a cartoon that my buddy made of this, like making fun of this, the fact that and like I love Bo Jackson, and at that moment we didn't see eye to eye, so we were like kind of fighting. I don't know. I'll put that link below. It's super funny. Anyway, that's it. That's my video response. jspartan98, guys, go. We'll make a video response. Go sub to him and win some prizes, win some free stuff. Anyway, that's it. Talk to you guys later. Peace.